Matthias Gierens, German civilian executed for killing a U.S. airman. On July 26, 1945, Matthias Gierens, a 37-year-old railroad worker and civilian, was executed by hanging in Rheinbach, Germany. This followed his conviction for the murder of U.S. Army Air Force's 2nd Lieutenant Lester E. Roos. Roos was the navigator of a B-17 bomber that had been shot down on August 15, 1944, during an attack on Wiesbaden's airfield. He parachuted to safety near Preist, Germany, where Gierens and other civilians found him. Gierens, along with 3 other civilians, Peter Kohn, Peter Back, and Matthias Krein, was charged with Roos's murder. The men were tried in Ahrweiler, Germany, on June 2, 1945, in the first Allied trial in Germany of civilians accused of war crimes. During the trial, eyewitness testimony revealed what happened after Roos landed. Peter Back shot him twice. Peter Kohn struck him with a club, and Matthias Gierens struck Roos on the head with a hammer, delivering the fatal blow. The American Military Tribunal found all 4 men guilty of murder and war crimes. Their actions violated international law and the Geneva Convention protections afforded to prisoners of war. On July 26, 1945, Gierens was marched through the prison yard in Rheinbach under guard. A German Catholic priest accompanied him, and a U.S. military officer read the charges before the execution. Master Sergeant John C. Woods and Staff Sergeant Thomas Robinson served as the U.S. Army executioners. The trapdoor was opened, and Gierens was pronounced dead by hanging. This event was filmed and documented by Allied forces. Peter Back and Peter Kohn were also executed at Rheinbach using the same procedure later the same day. Matthias Krein's death sentence was later commuted to life imprisonment. The case was historically significant. It marked the first time civilians were tried and executed for killing an Allied airman in Germany. Allied authorities intended it to serve as a warning that civilians could face consequences under international law. Matthias Gierens was not a soldier. He was a civilian, a railroad worker caught up in wartime rage and violent reprisal. Yet the law held him accountable for his actions, regardless of his status. On camera, Gierens walked quietly to the gallows and received last rites. The execution scene is a stark visual record of Allied military justice in occupied Germany. This case continues to raise questions about accountability in war. Was executing civilian perpetrators like Matthias Gierens justice, or did it reflect wartime retribution?